Most businesses fail, but in Africa, there is a bigger problem: getting stock. The World Bank did a study and found something scary. The average African business barely doubles in size even after 30 years of operation. It grows a little bit, hits a ceiling, and just stops. This is usually because it's too hard to manage or it's too hard to reach new customers. So I have looked at the data and found 7 businesses that don't just survive, they are designed to grow. They have low failure rates and a high chance of making you wealthy. My name is Joseph and you are watching Third Comma. This channel is all about sharing different ways you can make money in Africa. If that's something you are into, please subscribe, hit the like button, and let's jump into the video. Number 1 is value-added food processing. This is one of the safest bets you can make because people have to eat every single day, no matter what. In many parts of Africa, the big problem is not growing food, it's what happens after the harvest. A lot of crops spoil before they ever reach a customer in the city. This is where you come in. Instead of being the farmer who takes all the risks with the weather, you are the person who takes the raw food and makes it better. When you take something basic like peppers or grains and you clean them, dry them, or grind them into flour, you are adding value. You then put that product into a clean, professional bag with your own label. By doing this, you are solving 2 problems at once. You are stopping the food from spoiling and you are making it easier for busy people in the city to cook their meals. A great example of this is a brand called Joy Of, started by Eniola, a Nigerian woman in the UK. She realized that making traditional jollof rice takes a lot of time and prep work, so she created a ready-to-use jollof cooking paste. Instead of starting from scratch by chopping and blending tomatoes, onions, and peppers, people can just use her paste. This cuts cooking time almost in half. She packages the paste in beautifully labeled glass jars and sells them for about €5.99 a jar. Because it solves such a big problem for busy people, her products frequently sell out online and are already on supermarket shelves. To give you an idea of how powerful this is, if a business like hers sells just 3,000 jars a month to busy families and supermarkets, that is over €17,000 in monthly revenue from a single product. This business has a very high success rate because it is simple to understand and the demand is always high. Number 2 is construction supplies manufacturing and trading. If you look around any growing city in Africa, you will see buildings going up everywhere. People need houses, shops, and offices. This makes the materials used to build them, like nails, blocks, and paints, some of the most consistent products you can sell. The demand is so high that these businesses rarely fail. Instead of trying to be the person who builds the whole house, which is a very complicated job, you should be the person selling the supplies. Manufacturing things like nails or roof tiles locally can make you great profit. A brilliant example of how to win in this space by niching down is a guy in Nigeria named Tope Alao. He started a business focusing just on selling specialty paints and wall treatment products. Most buildings in Nigeria suffer from massive damp wall and mold issues, which destroy structures. Tope consistently posts simple educational videos online, teaching people how to actually care for and fix their walls. These videos appeal to a lot of people because they solve a real headache and they instantly attract a massive market, including homeowners, shop owners, and hotel managers, essentially anyone with a building. One of his main products is a mold defense treatment that sells for around 41,000 naira, which is about $30 thereabout. When you consider the massive scale of the problem, if he sells just 400 of these products a month to desperate landlords, homeowners, and contractors across the country, that is a staggering $12,000 a month in revenue from just one simple product line. By combining simple online content with specific, high-demand construction supplies, he built a highly profitable business. The beauty of this business is its simplicity. A nail is a nail and a block is a block. You don't have to worry about fashion trends or changing tastes. As long as people are building, they will need your supplies. It is a very stable way to build wealth because even when the economy is slow, people still need to finish their homes or fix their properties and furniture. This makes it a great choice for anyone who wants a business that is easy to manage and very hard to break. Number 3 is eco-villages. This is a new way people are getting into the real estate and hospitality business without needing millions of dollars to start. In standard real estate, you have to spend a massive amount of money upfront just to buy cement, steel, or bricks. But with an eco-village, you use natural materials found right in the immediate environment around you. This keeps your building costs incredibly low while creating something totally unique. A beautiful example of this is a famous eco-village in Morocco called Les Jardins d'Enveya, Maroc. It was built almost entirely from mud and traditional earth materials. Instead of looking cheap, it looks like a luxury resort. The rooms are shaped like unique domes and are decorated with beautiful art carvings right on the walls. The furniture inside is very simple and minimalist, which matches the natural look. Because it is so unique, they can charge premium luxury prices. For example, staying in one of their double dome rooms requires a minimum stay of 2 nights, which starts around $3,800. Travelers from all over the world pay this because they want a peaceful, eco-friendly experience, something that does not look like the typical architecture in the cities. If an eco-village has just 5 of these dome rooms booked for most of the month, that can bring in an estimated $280,000 in monthly revenue. And because the buildings are made of natural mud and use simple setups, the daily running costs are very low, leaving huge profits for the owner. This business is highly successful because it solves the biggest problem of real estate, the giant upfront cost. Since you are using local materials, you don't have to borrow huge sums of money from the bank, which means your business has very low risks. Number 4 is renewable energy solutions. In many parts of Africa, the power from the big grid can be unreliable or very expensive. This creates a huge opportunity for anyone who can provide a steady source of light and electricity. By starting a business that provides easy backup power systems, you are solving one of the biggest problems that families and small shops face every single day. This business is very strong because electricity is no longer a luxury. It is a necessity that people would gladly pay for to keep their lives and businesses running. A great example of this is a Nigerian company called Reedy. They understand that professionals like videographers, remote workers, and small shop owners completely lose money when the lights go out. To solve this, they rent out power capsules, which are smart, portable battery systems directly to businesses who need constant electricity to do their daily work. Another brilliant example that focuses on individual users is a company in Nigeria called Paddy Plug. They know that people out on the streets always need to keep their phones alive, so they find very busy places and set up stations where anyone can easily rent a portable power bank. They charge you a small fee per hour to use it, turning a basic phone charge into a massive network of steady income. What makes this model so great is that the technology is getting better and cheaper every day. You don't need to build a giant power grid to win. You can start small by renting out power blocks to regular people on the street or providing simple power subscriptions to local business owners who just need to keep their laptops and equipment running. As long as the grid stays unreliable and people need to stay connected, this business model gives you a highly stable and consistent win. Number 5 is private healthcare and diagnostics. This is a business that almost never fails because health is the most important thing people have. When someone is sick or needs a medical test, they don't wait for the economy to get better. They find a way to get help immediately. This makes healthcare stay strong even when other businesses are struggling. Right now, many public hospitals are crowded and people are happy to pay for a fast, clean and professional experience. A brilliant example of how this is being modernized is a Nigerian health tech startup called Health Tracker. They realized that people hate sitting in crowded clinic waiting rooms just to get a basic checkup, so they created a system that delivers at-home test kits directly to your door. The process is incredibly simple. First, you order a specific test kit on their website. Next, they deliver the collection containers and clear instructions to your home. You then collect your samples like urine and stool privately and comfortably. Finally, their team picks up the samples and you get your certified results back securely within 24 to 48 hours, often including a free online consultation with a doctor. Now, because you are dealing with people's lives and medical data, you need to know that this is a heavily regulated business. Getting your operations approved requires going through a rigorous licensing process with government health bodies. They will check your equipment, your processes, and your staff qualifications to ensure everything is up to standard. It takes time, patience, and attention to detail to clear these legal hurdles. However, because the barrier to entry is so high, it is incredibly rewarding once you get past it. The strict regulation protects you from cheap, low-quality competition. Number 6 is EdTech and vocational training. Africa has the youngest population in the world, and millions of young people are looking for ways to earn a better living. Traditional schools don't always teach the skills that business are actually hiring for today. This creates a massive opportunity for anyone who can teach job-ready skills like video editing, computer coding, or even modern farming and mechanical work. The best part about this business is that you don't need a huge budget to buy land, build brick-and-mortar school structures, or raise millions for a complex tech startup. You can easily start right from your room by teaching a skill you already know online. As you build a solid clientele and fill up your calendar, you can gradually hire other experts in different fields to take on new students. This allows you to build a high-margin training agency where you manage the platform and the talent while scaling your income. A perfect example of this low-cost, high-reward business model is language tutoring. Many Africans living in the diaspora are deeply passionate about their children learning their native languages. They are constantly looking to hire fluent tutors back home to teach their kids online. By starting as a solo tutor and later hiring other language speakers to join you, you can build a massive dollar-earning agency business with virtually zero upfront cost. If you want to see how far this space can be taken as you scale, look at major success stories like Andela and All School Africa. They started by identifying the massive gap between what people know and what the global job market actually needs. They focus heavily on training young Africans in high-demand digital skills and connecting them to global opportunities. This business is very resilient because education is seen as a way out of poverty. Families will often save every penny they have to make sure their children learn a skill that can put food on their table. As long as that skill gap exists, your training business will stay busy. It's a rewarding way to build a highly profitable company. Number 7 is integrated cargo and passenger logistics. Moving things and people from one place to another is one of the biggest challenges in Africa, but it's also one of the biggest opportunities. Because the roads are the main way everything travels, the person who can move goods or passengers safely and on time will always have customers. Think about how much stuff needs to move every day. Farmers need to get their food to the city, and shops need to get their products from the warehouse. This is the cargo side. If you own a truck or a van and you are reliable, businesses will pay you consistently because they can't make money until their goods arrive. On the other side is passenger transport. People always need to travel for work, family, or business. If you provide a service that is clean, safe, and leaves on time, you will stand out from the crowded and messy options that most people have to use. This business is very hard to break because it solves a physical problem. You can start with just one vehicle and a driver you trust, then add more as you make profit. It is a simple pay-to-go model where you get your money immediately. As long as people and goods need to move across the continent, this business will be in high demand. I hope you have gotten value from the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.